yet but fun. Hip-hop, me hearty sing, glory, hallelujah. A lady bold as she could be, and showers to the golden key. Now ring between the devil and the deep blue sea. Has anybody seen our ship?
Good evening and welcome to you all. I have been given several items from many of you, and I shall start. Oh, goodness me! Who is the owner of this sock? I must know. Who is the owner of this sock?
Over here, Mrs. Coward.
But who actually wears the sock? Who is the owner of the sock?
Mrs. Coward's son, Noel.
Well, Mrs. Coward, I must tell you that your son, Noel, Noel, the owner of the sock, is destined for extraordinary things. I am getting such a vibration from this sock that I cannot but believe his career will be remarkable.
Noel Coward was born in 1899 on the 16th of December, just before Christmas, hence the name Noel.
He was the son of an unsuccessful piano tuner and a stage mother.
My guiding light to the theatre was the Daily Mirror, because it said, attractive, talented, and handsome boy wanted. So, Mother and I had a brisk conference, and we decided I was talented. Handsome, a mute point, but we'd better have a try. So, I went and gave an audition for a lady named Miss Lila Field, and I sang a song called Liza Ann from the Orchid. And there was no piano, so Mother la-la'd the chorus for me to do the dance. I had to do the dance. I got the job.
Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage.
The profession's overcrowded, and the struggle's pretty tough. And admitting the fact she's going to act, that isn't quite enough.
She has nice hands to give the wretched girl her due, but don't you think her past is too developed for her age? I repeat, Mrs. Worthington.
Sweet Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage.
Regarding yours, dear Mrs. Worthington, of Wednesday the 23rd, although your baby may be keen on a stage career, how can I make it clear that this is not a good idea?
For her to hope, dear Mrs. Worthington, is on the face of it absurd.
Her personality is not in reality inviting enough, exciting enough for this particular sphere. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage.
She is a bit of an ugly duckling, you really must confess. And the width of a seat would surely defeat her chances of success.
It's a loud voice, and though it's not exactly flat, she'll need a little more than that to earn an honest wage. On my knees, Mrs. Worthington.
Please, Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage.
Mr. Essendine, this is so charming of you.
Not at all, it's a pleasure.
This is my niece, Daphne.
Huh?
I believe you knew her mother. She died, you know, in Africa.
How do you do?
I've been longing to meet you, Mr. Essendine. I've loved everything you've ever done.
How nice of you.
Daphne simply wouldn't give me any peace until I'd rung up your secretary and absolutely implored her for an appointment. She's so tremendously keen.
Please, don't be nervous. What are you going to do? Sing?
I'm not nervous. I just wish you weren't so many miles away. I'm not going to sing. I'm just going to say a few lines.
Very well. Fire away.
We meet not as we parted.
I knew it.
We feel more than all may seem. My bosom is heavy-hearted, and I'm full of doubt for me. That moment has gone forever, like lightning that has flashed and died, like a snowflake upon the river, like a sunbeam upon the tide.
Not
Inviting enough, exciting enough for this particular sphere.
Not
Inviting enough, exciting enough for this particular sphere. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage.
Though they said at the School of Acting she was lovely as Peer Gynt.
I'm afraid on the whole an ingenue role would emphasize her swing.
She's a big girl, and her teeth are fairly good. She's not the type I ever would be eager to engage. No more buts, Mrs. Worthington. Nuts, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put daughter on the stage.
I can remember. The months of November and December were filled for me with peculiar joys, so different from those of other boys. For other boys would be counting the days until end of term and holiday times, but I was acting in Christmas plays, while they were taken to pantomimes.
I didn't envy their Eton suits, their children's dances and Christmas trees. My life had wonderful substitutes for such conventional treats as these. I didn't envy their country larks, their organised games in panelled halls. While they made snowmen in stately parks, I was counting the curtain calls.
I can remember. The months of November and December were more significant to me than other months could ever be. They were the months of high romance, when destiny waited on tiptoe, when every boy actor stood a chance of getting into a Christmas show.
Not for me the dubious heaven of being some prefect's protege. Not for me the second 11. For me, 2 performances a day. Opening performance, legs a bit unsteady.
Dedicated tension shivers down my spine.
Powder, grease and eye black, sticks of makeup ready.
Leishner, number 3 and number 5 and number 9.
World of strange enchantment, magic for a small boy dreaming of the future, reaching for the crown.
Rigid in the dressing room, listening for the call boy.
Overture beginners, everybody down!
Play something light and sweet and gay. For we must have music to drive our fears away. Life can be great, although it's changing day by day. No new old dreams made in vain. Play, orchestra, play, orchestra, play, orchestra, play.
Frustrated by the fact that stardom eluded him, Coward began to write plays.
In 1924, his third play, The Vortex, was a great hit in London and on Broadway.
My object in the Vortex was to write a good play, with a whacking good partner for myself. And I'm thankful to say, with a few modest reservations, that I think I succeeded.
The Vortex was a turning point in British theatre, as it dealt with the taboo of drugs, was emotionally strong, and attacked the hypocrisy of middle-class society. The very crowd that flocked to see it night after night.
You're neurotic and ridiculous. Just because Bunty broke off her engagement to you, you come and say cruel, wicked things to
You
me.
forget what I've seen tonight, Mother.
I don't care what you see.
I've seen you make a vulgar, disgusting scene in your own house. And on top of that, humiliate yourself before
I
a boy
did
half your
humiliate
age.
myself.
And after him, up the stairs, because your vanity wouldn't let you lose him. It isn't that you love him. That would be easy. You never love anyone. You only love them loving you.
Don't talk like
But
that.
Mother.
Don't. It can't be a crime being loved. It can't be a crime being happy.
You're not happy. You're never happy. You're fighting. Fighting all the time to keep your youth and your looks as though they mattered in the
But
end.
what does anything matter ever? I'm still young inside. I'm still beautiful. Why shouldn't I live my life as I choose?
You're not young. Or beautiful. You're horrible. Look at you. Your silly fair hair, your face all plastered and painted.
Oh, I don't want to ever see you again. You're insane. You have said wicked, wicked things to me. You talked to me as though I were a woman off the streets. I can't bear it anymore. I can't bear it.
I have a slight confession to
rhythm beating in your mind. Dance, dance, dancing lady, so obsessed with second best, no rest you'll ever find. Time and time trouble, never, never wait. Let the cauldron bubble, justify your fate. Dance, dance, dancing lady, dance, dance, dancing lady, leave tomorrow behind.
Mr. Coward is a very young playwright of quite extraordinary gifts, who at the moment can no more be trusted with his talent for playwriting than a schoolboy who has stolen a piece of chalk and encounters a providentially blank wall. The younger generation are knocking at the door of the dustbin. If life is worse than the stage, should the stage hold the mirror up to nature? There is neither health nor cleanliness about any of Mr. Coward's characters. I doubt whether Mr. Coward has spent 1 hour in the study of ethics.
If I'd really cared about good press notices, I should have shot myself in the 20s.
The Daily Mail says it's daring and dramatic and witty.
Daily Express says it's disgusting.
I should be cut to the quick if it's anything else.
The Daily Mirror, I regret to say, is a trifle carping.
Oh, getting uppish, I see. Not a little thing.
Change and decay is gripping throughout. Characterizations falter here and there, but the dialogue is polished and sustains a high level from first till last and is frequently witty, nay, even brilliant.
Oh, well, I love May.
But, here we go, dear, but the play on the whole is decidedly thin.
My God, they've noticed.
Thin? Thin, what do they mean thin?
Just thin, 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 all the world over, and you can't get away from
Would you call it thin?
it. Emaciated.
I shall write fat plays from now onwards. Fat plays filled with very fat people.
There is the same fundamental lack in his latest as in his earliest plays. His satire is not constructive, nor his wit creative. He is neither constructive nor combative.
The critical laurels that have been so confidently prophesied for me in the 20s never graced my brow, and I was forced to console myself with the bitter palliative of commercial success, which I enjoyed. Very much indeed.
Mad about the boy. I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I am so ashamed of it, but must admit the sleepless nights I've had about the boy. On the silver screen, he melts my foolish heart in every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of the cad about the boy. Oh, no, I'm not a vulgar. I really shouldn't care. Oh, knows I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry of the first affair. Will it ever cloy this odd diversity of misery and joy? I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the boy.
Mad about the boy. It's simply scrumptious to be mad about the boy. I know that quite sincerely. Houseman really wrote the Shropshire lad about the boy. In my English prose, I've done a tracing of his forehead and his nose. And there is on a bright a certain slight effect of Galahad about the boy. I spoke to Rosie Hooper. She fills the stage
a gay appeal that makes me feel there's maybe something sad about the boy. Walking down the street, his eyes look out at me from people that I meet. I can't believe it's true, but when I'm blue in some strange way, I'm glad about the boy. I'm hardly sentimental. Love isn't so sublime. I have to pay my rental, and I can't afford to waste much time. If I could employ a little magic that would finally destroy this dream that pains me and enchains me, but I can't because I'm mad about love. Mad about love. This dream we found, we'll gaze at the sky and try to guess what it's all about. Then we will figure out why the world is round. We'll be as happy and contented as birds upon a tree, high above the mountains and sea. We'll feel and we'll do, and sorrow will never come. Oh, will it ever come true? Our room with a view.
Over there, girls. Everybody out. No, no. That's a nice young man. Playing the piano.
Quite for no reason, I'm here for the season and high the kite. Living in error with Maud, a cat ferrer, which couldn't be right. Oh, everyone's here. And frightfully gay. Nobody cares what people say. Though the Riviera seems fairly much queerer than Rome at its height. Yesterday night,
I've been to a marvelous party. I must say the fun was intense. We all what the people we knew would be doing 100 years hence. Dear Cecil arrived wearing armor, some shells and a black feather boa. Poor Millicent wore a surrealist comb made of bits of mosaic from St. Peter's in Rome, but the waste was so great that she had to go home. I couldn't have liked it more.
Oh, Ellen! Oh, waiter. People's behavior away from Belgravia would make you a god. So much variety, watching society scampering past. If you had any mind at all, Gibbon's divine decline and fall seems pretty flimsy, no more than a whimsy. By way of contrast, on Saturday last, I beat a marvelous party. Elise may get with May. You'd never have guessed from her fisherman's bag that her bust had been written away.
Monday, 19th of April, 1941. Had a few drinks, then went to the Savoy. A couple of bombs fell very near children. Wall bulged a bit, door blew in. Orchestra went on playing. No one stopped eating or talking. But it's continuous. It is certainly touching to be English.
London pride has been handed down to us. London pride is a flower that sprays. London pride is our own dear town to us, and our pride it forever will be. Grey city, stubbornly implanted, taken so for granted for 1,000 years. Stacey, smokily enchanted, crazed of our memories and our hopes and fears. Every bliss our resistance toughened, from the Ritz to the Anchor and Crown. Nothing ever could override the pride of London
Could you please oblige us with a brave gun? The lack of one is moving to our pride. Last night we found the cutest little German parachutist who looked at our kit and giggled a bit and laughed until he cried. With a bit of steer and pump, a pitchfork and a spade, it's awfully hard to guard an aerodrome. So if you can't oblige us with a brave gun, the young God might as well go home. The young God might as well go home.
Mr. Coward, your job in wartime is to go out and sing to the troops, wherever they may be.
If Mr. Churchill thinks the morale of the Royal Navy is at such a low ebb that the troops cannot go into action without my singing Mad Dogs and Englishmen to them, we are in trouble.
In tropical climes there are certain times of day when all the citizens retire to tear their clothes off and perspire. It's one of those rules the greatest fools obey, because the sun is much too sultry and one must avoid its ultraviolet ray.
Pam like a pam like a boo, pam like a pam like a pam like a boo, diggle like a diggle like a diggle like a doo, diggle like a diggle like a diggle like a doo.
That's native.
The natives grieve when the white men leave their huts, because they're obviously, definitely nuts. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The Japanese don't care to, the Chinese wouldn't dare to. Hindus and Argentines keep burning 12 to 1, but Englishmen detest us, siesta. In the Philippines there are lovely screens to protect you from the glare. In the Bali States there are hats like paint for the Britishers won't wear. At 12 noon the natives swoon and know their work is done, but mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun.
It's such a surprise to the Eastern Isles to see that though the English are effete, they're quite impervious to heat. When the white man rides, every native hides in glee, because the simple greaser's Hopi will impale his solar topi on a tree.
Volley, 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 bar. Volley, 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 bar.
Happen-any, 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 ha. Happen-any, 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 ha.
It's such a shame what the English claim here, but they give rides to such hilarity and mirth.
Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun.
The toughest Burmese bandit can never understand it.
In Rangoon, the heat of noon is just what the natives shun. They put their scotch or lie down and lie down.
In a jungle town where the sun beats down to the range of man or beast.
But the English garb and the English ceremony gets a bit more crease.
In Bangkok, 12 o'clock they fill with mountain rum.
But mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday.
Out in the midday. Out in the midday.
Out in the midday. Out in the midday. Out in the midday.
Out in the midday sun.
Friday, September the 13th, 1945. The Nunnicott News announced today the discovery of a Nazi death list. Amongst those to have been dealt with when England was invaded were Winston Churchill, Sybil Thorndike, and me. On the cast. Don't let's be beastly to the Germans when our victory is ultimately won. It was just those nasty Nazis who persuaded them to fight, and their Beethoven and Bach are really much worse than their bite. Let's be meek to them and show the other cheek to them and try to bring out their later sense of fun. Let's give them full air parity and treat the rats with charity, but don't let's be beastly to the Hun. Don't let's be beastly to the Germans, or you can't deprive a gangster of his gun. Though they've been a little naughty to the Czechs and Poles and Dutch, but I don't suppose those countries really mind it very much. Let's be brave with them and share the BBC with them. We mustn't prevent them basking in the sun. Let's open their defeat again and build that bloody fleet again. And let's be beastly to the Hun.
Are you all right, darling?
Yes, I'm all right.
I wish I could think of something to say.
It doesn't matter. I'm not saying anything, I mean.
I'll miss my train and wait to see you into yours.
No, please. I'd rather you didn't.
Very well.
Do you think we should ever see each other again?
I don't know. Not for years, anyway.
The children will all be grown up. I wonder if they'll ever meet and know each other.
Couldn't I write to you just once in a while?
No. Please not. You promised you wouldn't.
Please know this. Please know that you'll be with me for ages and ages yet. Far away into the future. Time will wear down the agony of not seeing you. Bit by bit, the pain will go. But the loving you and the memory of you won't ever go. Please know that.
I know it.
It's easier for me than for you. I do realize that, really I do. I at least will have different shapes to look at and you won't to do. You have to go on among familiar things. My heart aches for you so.
I'll be all right.
I love you with all my heart and soul.
I want to die. Only I could die.
If you die, if you forget me, I want to be remembered.
I do too.
Goodbye, my dearest love.
Goodbye, my dearest love.
fitting, I've changed its tune, the stars and moon came near to me. Dreams that I dream like magic seem to be clear to me, dear to me. You were there. Your eyes looked into mine and faltered everywhere. The colour of the whole world altered, hopes became true. My universe crumbled into, the earth became heaven for you.
After his phenomenal successes in the 20s, 30s and 40s, Coward became less and less fashionable in England.
This seemed to coincide with his spending more and more time in America, performing in cabaret and relaxing in his tax-haven residence in Jamaica.
By the late 50s, he was plainly out of touch. He went on to suffer a period of savage abuse in the aftermath of Look Back in Anger and its successors. This was a trend he'd foreseen in the 20 years before his present laughter.
There's a Mr. Very more to feel.
Have him come in.
How do you do?
How do you do? This is my secretary, Miss Reed. This is Mr. Moore.
How do you do? I have your script in the office if you'd like to take it with you. I'll put it in an envelope.
Do sit down.
Thank you.
Drink?
Oh, no, thank you.
No, I want to talk to you about your play.
I expect you hated it.
Well, I must admit I did find it a little uneven.
I thought you'd say that.
I'm glad I'm running so true to form.
I mean, it really isn't the sort of thing you would like, is it?
Well, then why on earth did you send it to me?
I just took a chance. I mean, I know you only play rather trashy stuff as a rule. I thought you might like to have a shot at something a little deeper.
What is it about your play you consider so deep, Mr. Moore, apart from the plot, which is completely submerged after the first 4 pages?
Plots aren't important. It's ideas that matter. Look at Chekhov.
I think in addition to ideas, we might credit Chekhov with a slight flimsy sense of psychology, don't you?
You mean my play isn't psychologically accurate?
It isn't very good, really, it isn't.
I think it's very good indeed.
Well, I understand that perfectly, but surely my opinion, coming from a lifelong experience of the theatre, might be the right one.
The commercial theatre?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I suppose you say that Shakespeare wrote for the commercial theatre. But the only point of doing anything at all with drama is to make money. All those old arguments. What you don't realise is the theatre of the future is the theatre of ideas.
That may be, but at the moment I am occupied with the theatre of the present.
And what do you do with it? Every play you appear in is exactly the same. Superficial, frivolous, and without the slightest significance. You have a good personality and a strong, oh, I don't understand you.
Let me know 2 opinions about it. I'm having a most discouraging morning. Age calls the tear, youth's over soon. That is the natural law. There's a younger generation, knocking at the door. Why sit and fret, vainly regret things that have gone before? There's a younger generation.
generation. Knock, knock, knocking at the door. Sunday, the 17th of February, 1956. I have just read Look Back in Anger by John Osborne. It is full of talent and fairly well constructed, but I wish I knew why the hero is so cross and what about. I suspect my bewilderment is due to the fact that I am very old indeed, and cannot understand why the younger generation, instead of knocking at the door, should bash the fuck out of it. In this decade, there is obviously less and less time for comedy as far as the intelligentsia is concerned.
Lord Elderly.
Lord Boromir.
Lord Sickert. And Lord Camp. With every virtue,
Every grace.
oh, what avails the sceptred race?
He'll see the four of us, and there are so many more of his eldest sons that must succeed.
We know how Caesar conquered Gaul.
And how to whack a cricket ball.
In spite of this, our education
Lacks coordination. Though we're young and tentative, and rather we're representative signs of a noble breed.
We are the products of this him, serene and stately.
which only lately
Seem to want to see the stately homes of England, how beautiful they stand, to prove the upper classes have still the upper hand. But the fact that they have to be rebuilt and frequently mortgaged to the hilt
is inclined to take the guilt off the gingerbread.
And suddenly down the farm, all the other stuff.
But still we won't be beaten, we'll strip as you would say. The playing fields are eaten and nails rightly brave. And though the Van Dykes have to go in for the next time round, we'll stand by the stately homes of England. Here you'll see the pick of us, you may be heartily sick of the silver sense. We're all immune.
Our heads command extensive views.
And with assistance from the Jews,
We have been able to dispose of rails and rails
and rows of things for us, and Lawrence's, so sporting Prince of Lawrence's, some of which were not rude. Although we sometimes brought our family conventions or good intentions, mustn't be misconstrued. The stately homes of England, impractical they stand. We only keep them up for Americans to rent. The pipes to supply the bathroom fast, and the lavatory makes you feel worse.
It was used by Charles I. It was quite informal.
Later by George IV, born in Germany, you know.
The state departments keep their historical renown. It is wiser not to sleep there in case they tumble down. But still if they ever catch on fire with any love they might, we'll fight for the stately homes of England.
Not for your honor. Three juvenile delinquents, laughing as can be. We waste no time on the wherefores and whys of it. We like crime, and that's the other side of it. People say that films demoralise us, lead us to a life of shame. Mental doctors try to civilise us, psychoanalyze us, like what a game. They don't know how to treat us, for if they should meet us, that will never do. When they say go steady, bring the answer ready. And the same to you. Come on, let's leave. See you later.
Monday, 1st of July. I woke up early and wrote the last act because atom bomb or no atom bomb, I intended to get the opera to finish. I'd like it put on record that I thought that far too much cock has been talked about atomic energy. The papers are full of the atomic bomb, how it is going to revolutionize everything and blow us all to buggery.
Why is it that civilized humanity
dare to strive for, love or keep alive for. Say hey, hey, call it a day. Ooh, nothing to win or to lose. It's getting me down. Who's escapes those dreary 20th century
Although Noel Coward seemed to have suffered a dip in popularity, at retirement age he received a boost when Laurence Olivier invited him to direct Hay Fever at the National Theatre.
It was as if his frivolous 20s style was well suited to the 60s, and he re-entered as the grand old man of British theatre.
When I tapped out this little comedy so exuberantly on my typewriter, I would have been astonished if anyone had told me it was to re-emerge fresh and blooming 40 years later. Good old Hay Fever has certainly been a loyal friend. Written and conceived in 3 days in a little cottage in Duckenfield in 1922. What a profitable weekend, that was.
You have been consistently rude to me for hours.
Never mind.
Why have you?
I'm always rude to people I like.
And do you like me?
Enormously.
How sweet of you.
But I don't like your methods.
Methods? What methods?
You're far too pleasant to occupy yourself with the commonplace.
And you spoil yourself by trying to be clever.
Thank you.
Anyhow, I don't know what you mean by commonplace.
Do you want me to explain?
Not at all.
Very well, I shall.
I shall.
You'll pretend not to, but you'll hear every word, really.
So inscrutable and quizzical. Just what a feminine psychologist should be.
Yes, aren't I?
You frighten me dreadfully.
Darling.
And don't call me darling.
That's unreasonable. You've been trying to make me all the evening.
Your conceit is outrageous.
It's not conceit at all. You've been firmly buttering me up because you want a nice little intrigue.
How dare you?
It's true. It's true. If it weren't, you wouldn't be so angry.
I think you're insufferable.
Maya, dear Maya.
Ah! Don't touch me.
Let's have that nice little intrigue. The only reason I've been so annoying is that I love to see things as they are first, and then pretend they're what they're not.
Words, words, masses and masses of words.
They're great fun to play with.
I'm glad you think so. Personally, they bore me stiff.
Maya, don't be so statuesque.
Let go of my hand.
You're charming.
Let go of my hand.
I won't.
You will.
By the 60s, the LP, Noel Coward, live in Las Vegas, had sold millions. It included a track with Coward's own lyrics to Let's Do It, as a tribute to his composer, Cole Porter. The two had been friends since Coward's legendary house parties of the 20s.
Mr. Irving Berlin often emphasizes sin in a charming way. Thank you.
Mr. Coward, we know, wrote a song or two to show sex was here to
Richard Rogers, it's true, took a more romantic view of that sly biological.
But it really was Cole who contrived to make the whole thing last.
He said that Belgians and Greeks do it, Mexican and New antiques do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love. The chimpanzees and the zoos do it. Have you heard the news canoes do it? Let's do it, let's fall in love. now it's 1 o'clock. Do it, let's do it, let's fall in love. Students all over Trent Park, do it.
Staff technicians in the dark.
Let's do it, let's fall in love.
Honestly.
Some rather raughty old rats do it when they get a bit tight. Government whips do it if it takes them all night.
In shady shoals, over souls do it.
A goldfish in the privacy of bowls do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love.
Teenagers squeeze into jeans do it.
Probably we'll live to see machines do it. Let's do it, let's fall in
When it came to falling in love, Coward spent most of his life with his true sexuality hidden from his public.
It was not until he was 65, when he wrote Song at Twilight, that he felt able to touch on the issue.
Your mind appears to be so clogged with outraged sentimentality that you have failed to take into account one important factor in the situation.
What is that?
According to the law in England, homosexuality is still a penal offence.
In the light of modern psychiatry, and in the opinion of all sensible and unprejudiced people, that law has become archaic and nonsensical.
Nevertheless, it exists.
It won't exist much longer.
Maybe so. But even when the actual law ceases to exist, there will still be a stigma attached to the love that dare not speak its name in the minds of millions of people for generations to come. It takes more than a few outspoken books and plays and speeches in Parliament to uproot moral prejudice from the Anglo-Saxon mind.
Do you seriously believe that now, today, in the middle of the 20th century, the sales of your books would diminish if the reading public discovered you were sexually abnormal?
My private inclinations are not the concern of my reading public. I have no urge to martyr my reputation for the sake of self-indulgent exhibition.
Follow my secret heart, my whole life through. I'll keep all my dreams apart till one comes true. What stars may fade above, I'll follow my secret heart till I find love. Love, what price is paid, what stars may fade above. I'll follow my secret heart till I find
Wednesday, 19th of May. The only thing that saddens me over my death is that I shall not be here to read the nonsense that will be written about me and my works and motives. There will be books written proving conclusively that I was homosexual, and books proving equally conclusively that I was not. There will be lists of apocryphal jokes I never made and gleeful misquotations of words I never said. What a pity. I shan't be here to enjoy them.
On March the 26th, 1973, Noel Coward died in Jamaica, aged 73.
I believe that since my life began, the most I've had is just a talent to amuse.
and Nina from Argentina knew all the answers, though all her relatives and friends were perfect dancers. She swore she'd never dance a step until she died. She said, I've seen too many movies, and all they prove is too idiotic. They all insist that South America's exotic, whereas it couldn't be more boring if it tried. She added firmly that she hated the sound of soft guitars beside the still lagoon. She also positively stated that she could not abide a southern moon. She said, I hate to be pedantic, but I'm driven nearly frantic when I see that I'm romantic, sycophantic lot of sluts, forever wriggling their guts. It drives me absolutely nuts. She didn't like to begin, though there is what it's true. And with language profane and obscene, she cursed the man who taught her to. She cursed Cole Bottom too. Though no one ever could be cleaner than little Nina, or quite a number of very eligible men who did look after. When they proposed to her, she simply left them back. She said that love should be impulsive, not impulsive, and patient, and discouraging of mental procreation. And that she'd rather read a book and that was that. There surely never could have been a more irritating governor.